Hello, everyone. I'm AT Storm Track meteorologist Austin Haskins. Well, it seems like so far this summer we've either dealt with the rainy and stormy weather, the very humid weather, or air quality issues. Well, we dealt with the very humid weather and the rainy and stormy weather over this past weekend. Now, we had the sunshine return yesterday, but unfortunately, so did the air quality issues, and that's going to persist into our Tuesday. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. We'll also talk about a few isolated showers in the forecast as a cold front will pass through. We get a small break from the humid weather for tomorrow and Thursday, but it will be turning steamy yet again starting on Friday. So we still have an air quality alert. It is an orange level alert for all of western Wisconsin that goes until 3 p.m. today. Now, so far, overnight into early Tuesday morning, we have not seen that air quality get into that orange category, at least area-wide or widespread anyways. It has mostly been areas along and west of Highway 25, but the orange level means it is unhealthy for sensitive groups. So those that have heart and lung disease, older adults and children should limit their time outdoors, and also keeping windows closed and things like that. Again, it hasn't been all that bad so far to start our Tuesday, but certainly we'll at least need to monitor conditions closely, because we could actually see it maybe increase a little bit ahead of a cold front that will be passing through today. Then we should actually see a decrease, at least for a time, late this afternoon into tonight. But another cold front could bring in another push of some thicker wildfire smoke into Wednesday. Now, this latest run of Future Track has it up into the moderate to high territory, while the atmospheric smoke isn't as high. So that's suggesting that we may see this more at the surface this next go around. As of right now, we'll have to kind of wait and see how the DNR is going to play this. Maybe they will let the current air quality alert go, and they may issue another one for tomorrow and possibly even into Thursday. But we'll keep you updated on what occurs with that. But the good news is, as we get towards the back half of this week, we will actually see that improve once again, because the winds by Thursday go back to the south and southeast. Today, it will go southwest and then eventually back to the west and northwest behind the cold front, and then it's a northwest wind for tomorrow as another cold front comes through. The cold front today will also bring a few isolated pop-up showers to the area. There could be a thunderstorm this afternoon in the eastern parts of the area, but I'm really not expecting A, much rain at all, and B, much thunderstorm activity either. And those that do see rain today, because this will be hit and miss and isolated in nature, probably won't see much rain. At the very most, maybe a tenth to 1/1500ths of an inch if you get a brief heavy downpour, but most spots will pick up maybe just a couple hundredths of an inch, maybe enough to use the windshield wiper on the car a couple of times. Into tonight and tomorrow, we're going to be seeing mainly clear conditions. I do expect some fog to develop overnight into tomorrow morning, so be aware of that. And as we go into Wednesday night, we're staying quiet. Once again, maybe some patchy fog developing. Thursday morning, clouds start to thicken just a little bit. May have a couple of showers that try to pass through the area, and then maybe a slight increase in the number of showers late Thursday afternoon to Thursday night. This is out ahead of a warm front that will be coming through, which will increase the rain and storm chances ahead of a slightly more organized system as we get into Friday night and through the weekend into early next week. And it will also bring in an increase in the dew points as well. Now, we're still working out the finer details about the rain chances for the weekend, including the timing, and then whether or not we'll see a threat for heavy rain and or a threat for strong, possibly severe storms. Can't rule it out, but it's something that we will be watching as we go over the next few days, so be sure to check back with us for updates. Now, those dew points, this is off the European model, and again, it's showing near 70 this afternoon. I think that's a little too high, but it will at least be in the 60s for most of the day. Tomorrow drops into the 50s. Thursday starts off in the 50s. We'll climb into the low to mid 60s in the afternoon, but then Friday through Sunday and even into Monday of next week, we're back into the mid to upper 60s, even low 70s. So it is going to be turning very humid again. But the good news is, though, we're not expecting temperatures to really be all that high. In fact, looking at highs around 87 degrees on Friday, 86 Saturday, and 82 Sunday. So the heat index is not going to be nearing that 95 to 100 degree mark like we saw this past Friday, but it will certainly be uncomfortable nonetheless. So again, we'll keep you updated on the air quality in the short term, and then, of course, the storm chances for the weekend in the long term.